Hi, welcome to the channel. It's Gene, retired in Mexico, and today we're going to do something a little different. So a lot of people have asked me to hit up Sabaton again, and I was going to hold off because we've done it 3 times already, but I got a personal story. But before we do that, if it's your first time to the channel, we ask one question on this channel, which is, do they write them and sing them like they used to? A lot of people, young and old, think the old music is better, but I'm not so sure, and we're answering that question one song, one video at a time. And the reason I decided to hit up Sabaton again, I want to show you this picture right above my picture. This is my second cousin. His name is Harper Coleman, and he lives in Tucson, Arizona. And the reason I'm talking about him is he was at D-Day. He landed on Utah Beach, June 6, 1944. We just celebrated the 78th anniversary 3 days ago. So they just interviewed him on American Warrior Radio, and I'll put the link. It's a 45-minute audio interview with him, and you know, a couple of you might be interested. We'll do a deep dive, but he's 100 years old, 100, and he's my father's cousin. And holy crap, I listened to this audio and it was so emotional. So a lot of you guys have asked me to hit up particular Sabaton songs, and I hope you will indulge me as we do Primo Victoria today, because it's about D-Day. And after listening to this audio, I want to take a look at this Sabaton video, and then we'll do the History Channel, and I will do that as part 2. So we'll do a 2-parter, and I've already uploaded a couple episodes, and I'm going to push those out on the calendar because I just feel so moved. I did not know until today that this was recorded. It was recorded and released 3 days ago on June 5th, the day before D-Day. So I'm thinking a lot about my second cousin, and I hope you'll indulge me as we take a look at Sabaton. So here's the American Warrior Radio logo, and like I say, I'll put the link there. It's got a lot of information. In the interview, he talks about how before he ever hit the shore, the raft or boat in front of him just blew up into a million pieces. The soldiers and everything, I mean, right in front of him. So that's before they even put boots on the sand. And he was injured by an exploding tree because they sent him to the Battle of Bulge. And he fought in 2 other wars after 2 other battles after that. And I think all this happened in a short amount of time, probably a couple weeks. And then he got frostbite during the Battle of the Bulge, and nearly had his foot amputated. So yeah, I'm just feeling really emotional today. So let's hit up the Sabaton lyric video. I'm going to close out this American Warrior thing here, and thank you guys. I think this would be appropriate for today. So let's go ahead and hit this lyric video.
Through the gates of hell, as we make our way to heaven, through the Nazi lines. Primo Victoria.
I guess it's not the lyric video. Sorry about that. But that's all right. And there's that gallop again. That urgent drum beat.
Oh yes, now we're ready to strike. The great operation begins. With the first waves on shore, for the first ones to fall. Yet soldiers just fall and never. In the dawn, no pain, the rise of some grace. This storm is returned today. It is burning inferno.
Wow. This video is incredible. Love the rhythm section. Man, such urgency. Wow. So just real quick, the way the band appears in these high budget videos here, where they've got the tanks and the hardware, and whoever the sound engineer is on this, they've got these massive explosions that you can see a couple times. I kind of bolted back. This is really well done. I like to see the guys in the video, so let's keep going. The guitars aren't real prominent. I hear mostly the rhythm section, and I did read the lyrics in advance, so let's keep going. Wow. It's like a movie. A drum cymbal? Where'd they get these tanks? I like that drum cymbal. Wow. Sirens. Wow, that was intense. That was intense. Let's pull up those lyrics. I did read them in advance, but let's just pull those up again because I didn't quite catch every single word there. I'd like to review them one more time. I don't think we need to go to genius. It's pretty direct. So through the gates of hell as we make our way to heaven, through the Nazi lines, Primo Victoria. We've been training for years, now we're ready to strike as the great operation begins with the first wave on shore. So my second cousin was first wave. He was 4th Infantry, first wave. We're the first ones to fall, yet soldiers have fallen before. In the dawn they will pay with their lives as the price. History's written today in this burning inferno. Know that nothing remains as our forces advance on the beach. And in that interview they were talking about smells. A lot of veterans talk about between livestock, flesh, fire, and all the different things that were going on in that war. There was a noticeable smell, and it's one of the things that a lot of veterans remember from that. So I like that line about the burning inferno. So aiming for heaven, though serving in hell, victory's ours, their forces will fall. Through the gates of hell as we make our way to heaven through the Nazi lines, Primo Victoria, on the 6th of June, on the shores of Western Europe, 1944, D-Day upon us. We've been here before, used to this kind of war. Crossfire grind through the sand. Our orders were easy, it's kill or be killed. Blood on both sides will be spilled. In the dawn they will pay with their lives as the price. History's written today. Now that we are at war with the Axis again, this time we know what will come. Aiming for heaven, though serving in hell, victory ours, their forces will fall. And then they repeat that chorus. Normandy, state of, 6th of June 44, Allies are turning the war. Normandy, state of anarchy, overlord. Aiming for heaven. Yeah, so they repeat those lines. Wow, let's see if Genius got any annotation on this. Primo Victoria means first or prime victory, I presume. Foremost victory. Latin. What do you mean by we've been training for years? He didn't have much training. He was drafted and had to serve within days of being drafted. It took several years to train enough soldiers and amass the material necessary for the D-Day landings. Well, yeah, that's true, because the war started a lot earlier. By the conclusion of the Normandy campaign, over 2 million soldiers had been committed to the fight, along with several thousand tanks, airplanes, and naval vessels of various types. Yeah, we're the first waves on the shore. Countless soldiers were lost within seconds, 2 minutes of arriving at the shore. With some drowning, he talked about that, never even getting to touch the sand. So these guys had to carry 30-pound machine guns. The total weight they were estimating on the radio program, about 75 pounds, which is what, maybe 40 kilos, 35 to 40 kilos of gear on them. And some of them, they just weren't strong enough, because a lot of them got seasick, and then were told to go ashore. I mean, they're throwing up, and they got 75 pounds of stuff, and some soldiers never made it onto the sand. So, whew, man. The burning inferno, the uses of incendiary bombs and flamethrowers is well documented, and as a result, little remains. A pun on the few bodies that were properly recovered, many missing limbs are burned beyond possible recognition. Aiming for heaven. The soldiers expected to be blessed by God for serving their countries and granted a place in heaven for dying for the motherland, though the price for this is fighting the bloody battles and killing people, being in pain and inflicting it on others. Yeah, and I was so taken by that video, which was, I don't know how much that video cost to make, and all that gear and explosions, but that was a high budget video. I was so enthralled by it that I may not have heard all the instrumentation as crisply as I normally would, so I don't have really any comments about the guitars. I just really picked up on the rhythm section, the lyrics, and the imagery of the video. It was really, really awesome. So here we are with the History Channel, and so what I'll do is since this video here is probably at least 15 minutes, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'll do a part 2, but I just wanted to honor this particular soldier, and like I say, I'll put the link in the comments below, and for those of you that want to listen to the audio, I think he'll be surprised by how many views this has. He's one of our heroes, and a close relative of mine, and I did talk to him one time about this. We chatted. My father was amazed. He's passed now, but my father was amazed because he could never really get his cousin to talk about it, but I did for some reason. I got him in a talkative mood, maybe because he was a little older, I'm not sure, but he told me quite a bit of information, and he went into more detail about the frostbite and about his hospitalization and his eventual medical discharge. So, yeah, he saw the worst of the action over there. God bless him, and happy 101st birthday, I hope, for sure. That'll be in a few months. And by the way, in that radio broadcast, they talk about, too, at the age of 99, he went back to Utah Beach. They took him back there. And he received a medal from was it Saint Marie Mont, the mayor of Saint Marie Mont, gave him a medal in honor, and it's really quite a story. So we got the personal story that we can attach to this Sabaton video, and I hope you liked this, guys, weaving a personal story in with this particular video, and we'll hit up the History Channel and do a deeper dive into D-Day. So, as we say here in Mexico, buen dia.